before Little Things, obviously there was Girl in a City, and then there was your viral cup song. It came at a time when also we were also warming up to social media, to Instagram, like to influencers, to content creation. Now it's a full blown industry. Do you think that if you did that cup song today, it would have been very different?
I can't be too sure
Hmm.
because again, it's not like it hadn't happened before.
Hmm.
It's not original. A lot of people think that I'm claiming for it to be original.
Hmm.
There is a song called the Cup
Yeah.
Song by Anna Kendrick,
Kendrick.
and I just learned the beats.
Hmm.
And it actually, if you research about it a little more, and for the nerds who want to know trivia, it's actually a Japanese children's game for coordination and concentration.
Hmm.
So I learned the beats, and then I just sang that song. So there was a huge crowd that was not aware of the original cup song. There was a huge crowd that was aware and was saying that you've copied, and then there was a crowd that said that this is amazing,
Yeah.
even if it is like based on those beats. So तब भी अलग अलग थे ही opinions, अभी भी होते ही. So then I don't know, I can't predict, but there is a lot more noise now than there was, and I was also riding that wave of the internet revolution as a medium of entertainment. Internet revolution तो खैर कब से हो गया था, but you know what I mean. So I really enjoyed it back then. I don't know, I can't be too sure if but I love that I'm still associated with it, so when there are a lot of, every time there's a reel that that's got anything to do with the cup song, people send it to me. Anything, like if it is with the baby, so there's a mother who's trying to teach a baby or like tricking the baby कि उस cup के नीचे कुछ खाना है, वो वाले ऐसे कुछ, मैं काफी सारे ढेर सारे videos मुझे भेजे जाते हैं अभी भी. Or if there is anyone who's trying it out also is still tags me and sends it to me. So I like that there is still that association. Yeah.
But I think you should clarify. I think there's a misconception that a lot of people think that you got into Dice Media because of that.
Is that
yeah.
right? Oh.
So I think I know the story, but maybe you should share.
No, so Dice Media actually happened because there was a show called News Darshan that I used to do, for which I auditioned, by the way. Dhruv met me at Thespo, or saw me, or heard of me, something, one of those things. And I was... he reached out to me, and Karthik, who was making the Krishnan, who was making the show, writing the show, I think one of them, either Dhruv or Karthik, one of them reached out to me and said that we are, making this show. Will you be keen on coming and auditioning for it? And that time, Pocket Aces as a company had probably 7 people employed full time, including the 3 founders. Okay, that's how small the team was. That's when I started with Pocket Aces. So that's when we did News Darshan. And Dhruv actually was behind the camera back then, and Karthik was directing and writing, and then of course everything changed, and then Dhruv started taking up more writing work, and then little things happened. But that's how I started working with Pocket Aces, and then I did the cup song. So that I did on my own, like it didn't happen.
The confusion now is because there are a lot of influencers who become actors, so that is why. But that's what I knew it, and I just kind of confirmed it, that the origin of that was not of you being in Little Things, was not the cup song or virality. It was actually theatre.
It was also, the virality started with a film, I'm saying, a comedy sketch that Dhruv and I did called Confusing Things Girlfriends Say. Then we followed it up with Annoying Things Boyfriends Do. So these 2 videos went super viral on the internet, and then I did the cup song. So I was already working with Dice Media.
But now after Little Things, and then you did so many films like Karwa and even Tribhanga, where you held your own in front of like legends like Kajol, even Tanvi Azmi, Dulquer, Irfan. Was there initially, a like she's the baby on the set, that kind of a feeling, or how did you kind of avoid that?
No. I don't avoid it, but there was never a she's a baby on set kind of. I was always treated like, okay, you're a co-actor, and I was never. I mean, of course, I was intimidated because I've watched all of these people, and Kajol ma'am or Tanvi ma'am or Irfan. So DQ knows this story, so I'm not any more shy of mentioning that I hadn't watched his work before I met him. After that, I watched everything. But like these,
That would have helped.
it definitely did. But it was not. No, I don't think I was ever treated like a baby on set. I was always given the "you are acting with us" kind of a treatment, and they are all very chill people. Like it's not. They were not intimidating. They were not कि हमें कितना पता है तुम ये हमसे सीखो. Nothing. Like there was no air. Kajol ma'am is so energetic and so accessible, so fun to be around. Tanvi ma'am also, I would say the same about her. Irfan sir used to enjoy having me in the background singing because that's what I do always. In fact, one day he sat me down and asked me how the internet works as an entertainment medium, because I believe after Karma he was going to get on to a web show.
Okay.
And I don't think then that happened because immediately.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think he also had that air of, oh, I'm such a seasoned actor, you have to learn from me. In fact, he was, if anything, he always had that childlike curiosity. He didn't think I was so new back then, but he didn't think it was, you know, below him to ask me about how does the internet work. तो कौन देखता है आपका काम? तो I'm so fortunate that I got to work with all of these people.
Yeah. Since you were I would like to say a pioneer of the whole web series movement in India. Now there are so many of them, and there's also a lot of clutter for obvious reasons. Do you miss being one of the few who are dabbling in that genre?
No. Because when I started, I was so proud of the fact that now there is another platform where, you know, we can all be have a common ground.
Yeah.
Right. So when Sacred Games happened, I was like, Saif sir is on the internet. I'm on the internet. We're all doing web shows, and we are all
equals.
We're all equals. And then eventually it stopped being you're a web actor, you're a film actor, because we're all everywhere. So I feel like it changed a lot of things for the better. So I don't feel like I don't miss that.
Yeah. You've literally been everywhere, across languages, across formats.
That's the only way I'd like to be.
Yeah. So what is left? Where else do you need to be now?
I would be maybe in more industries.
Like?
Bengali, Gujarati, Punjabi, Malayalam is still not
So
done.
all of them. Yeah.
Kannada is still not done. Marathi still, I've just done one film. So it's still all of them. And you know, if the West calls me, who am I to say no? So yeah, everywhere. That's where you'll find me.
Yeah. I hope they do. And
I hope so.
not that I mind seeing you in comedies, but I feel like now maybe I should see you soon in a very dark show or
You and
movie.
me both, buddy. I have been saying that, you know, I've been really dying to do a psychological thriller. And since I've watched this show called Killing Eve, which is written by Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who's just excellent. If you don't know about her, you should really look her up and watch Fleabag if you haven't. But she's the writer of this show, and the character she's created, oh my god. So every time I think of, oh, what else would I like to do? That's a character that I think of, and I'm like, this. So definitely, even I'd like to do something dark and negative.
Yeah. Can't wait. But thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.